is Chane Carter. I am the founder of Empower Financial Planning, and I am a financial educator. I want to help you understand what you make, what you spend, and what you owe. So, I want to talk about inflation. I know it sounds boring when I say it. I get it. It sounds like something economists say when they have nothing else to say. But the reason I want to talk about it is because it can cost you money, actual, real money. What do I mean? If you put money in the bank today, say $100, this mythical $100 that you're going to put in the bank, in 10 years, it will still be there. $100 will still be there. If it's a savings account, maybe you'll have $102. But either way, your $100 will still be there. But what you can buy today compared to what you'll be able to buy in 10 years with that same $100 is going to be vastly different. So what do I mean? In 1994, when I started driving, no commentary necessary there. When I started driving in 1994, gas was 99 cents per gallon. So I could fill up the tank in my 1986 Mercury Lynx for about $18. Today, gas is about $3.50, depending on what you're putting in your car. So the dollar hasn't changed. The dollar is still a dollar, but I can't get a tank of gas for that 99 cents anymore. It takes $3 to get that tank of gas. So the money hasn't changed, but what I can do with it has. So why am I telling you this? Because a lot of you like to put your money in the bank, and that is a wonderful place for money. That is definitely where money should go if you're trying to save it. In the bank, not under your pillow. In the bank is a good place. However, the money you're putting in the bank is savings. It is money that you are putting there so that it won't go anywhere for emergencies or for short-term situations. I have a video about what savings is if you are interested. But what you should know about that money in the bank is that it's not earning anything. As a matter of fact, it's kind of losing money. So what do I mean? If you have money in the bank and you leave it there for 20 years, put $100 there, 20 years later, $100 is still going to be there. But what you can do with that money has decreased over time. So the money hasn't changed, but what its value is and what you're going to be able to do with it is slowly being sucked away. And what do we do about that? Well, you have to have savings. You have to have some money put away that you can get access to quickly. And so that money will get sucked up over time. Typically, it's not that big of a deal. But right now, inflation is high. I know you've heard the news, inflation is high. This is why it's a problem, because it means the money that you have in the bank is getting slowly sucked away, or the money that you're holding for whatever reason is being slowly sucked away by value, by what you can do with it. And so I'm telling you this so that you have an awareness of how inflation is affecting you and your money. What can you do about it? Of course, I have a little solution. Not exactly a solution, but definitely an alternative. Savings is for short term, usually less than 4 years. If you have savings that you don't need within a year, there is something called a Series I bond. I know I haven't heard of bonds since the 80s, 90s, when people were buying bonds for kids and grandkids or whatever. And the reason you don't hear much about it now is because the interest rates that you get for it are just not that great. But Series I bonds are inflation protected bonds, which means when inflation goes up, the interest rate that you get associated with that bond also goes up. It's kind of cool. Well, because inflation has gone up recently, the value of those bonds has gone up. Let me say it differently. What you can earn from those bonds has gone up. So it's more valuable to me. What has it gone up to? Right now, those bonds are earning 7%, 7.14, I believe, but 7%. There is not a savings account or a CD right now that you can get 7% on. Now, the catch is it's only 7% for 6 months. After that time, they'll look at inflation again and recalculate it. It's a whole thing. So hypothetically, you could only get 4%, which is 6 months. They give you the 7 over a year. So 6 months, you might get half of that. Either way, you're making more on that Series I bond than you could make on any savings account. Now, you can't get the money for a whole year, right? So if you buy a bond, you have to hold it at least a year. And if you redeem it within 5 years, you lose the last 3 months of interest that you were owed. But either way, it's for short-term savings. So I'm telling you this because the rates just recently went up, and it's a good time to buy Series I bonds. So if you have money sitting that you know you won't need for a year, so obviously this is not your short-term or emergency fund, this is some other money that you know that you will not need within a year, but you're not ready to put in an investment, in a long-term investment in mutual funds or stocks or whatever. So you need it somewhere between a year and 5 years from now. If you have money that you would like to save/invest, kind of intermediate term, Series I bonds will protect you from inflation. I'm telling you this so that you know. Go Google it, go find out more about it, make sure you understand the investment and what it is, but I wouldn't be telling you if I didn't think it was a great idea. So, I hope this helped. If you found this useful, let me know in the comments. If you want to talk to me, engage with me about financial stuff, I have a Facebook group, Empower Financial. I also have a Instagram, Empowerment Source, or you can visit me at www.empowermentsource.org. Y'all take care.